Some moments end twice. First in the world, then again in your mind. A comment lands. A plan fails. Someone says no. The event is over, but inside, the argument keeps going. You replay it, revise it, defend yourself against it. And what drains you is not only what happened, it is the fight with what happened. Ego does not always look like arrogance. Often it looks like resistance. The need for reality to have been different. The refusal to let a fact stay a fact. Something small happens, and the mind starts building a second layer. Not the event itself, but the story after the event. What they should have said. What you should have said. What this means about you. Why this should not have happened. Why it was unfair. Why it needs to be mentally reversed before you can settle. That inner movement feels intelligent because it speaks in reasons. But most of the time, it is not solving anything. It is ego trying to protect an image. I shouldn't have been seen that way. I shouldn't have made that mistake. This should not be my reality. The problem is not that you notice discomfort. The problem is that you turn discomfort into opposition. And opposition to reality is expensive. It burns attention. It narrows perception. It keeps you inside a scene that has already ended. Pain is one thing. Resistance is the second hit. Once you see that, acceptance stops sounding passive. It becomes practical. You're not approving the moment. You are simply refusing to waste more of yourself fighting a fact that is already here. You're in a meeting. You explain something clearly, then someone points out an error in front of the room. It is small, but you feel the internal jolt immediately. Heat in the chest, tightness in the jaw, a fast need to correct the impression. Now the real danger begins, not the mistake. The second story. You start thinking, that was careless, now they'll doubt me. I need to recover this. I should explain more. I cannot let that sit. The error lasts 3 seconds. The inner reaction can last the rest of the day. Ego hates the fact that the moment happened in public. It wants to erase the mark. So instead of returning to the next useful action, you keep negotiating with reality in your head. But the room has already moved on. The mistake happened. It was seen. It can be corrected. The only question left is whether you will stay with the fact or get trapped in the identity wound around the fact. That's why acceptance matters. Not because you stop caring, but because you stop adding unnecessary suffering. The cleaner response is not self-attack and not self-defense. It is simply, yes, that happened. Correct it, then continue. When ego loses the right to argue with reality, attention becomes available again. State the facts once. Stop there. That's the whole practice. No extra commentary, no inward prosecution, no secret defense speech, just the clean fact. If you made the mistake, say it plainly. If the answer was no, say it plainly. If the moment passed badly, say it plainly. The measure is simple. After naming the fact once, do you keep adding a second story? If you do, ego is back in charge. Reality doesn't become lighter because you resist it. It becomes heavier because you carry it twice. Take the fact cleanly. Leave the extra burden behind. That's the principle. Now go practice.